Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Wendy Mothata. Today I am joined by Kwenisto Makgakga. He is known as Kwenisto or Minister of Young People. He was a presenter on Thobela FM on the show called Moso. Please help me welcome Minister of Young People. Hi Kwena.
Hello.
Ron.
Thank you very much.
When last did I see you?
Probably 5 years back.
Yo, it's been long.
It's been a while.
Do you still remember the first time we met? Do you still remember that?
Was it at SABC or Radio TF?
No, it was actually at SABC. Remember, I called it. Guys, I always had his number for some weird reasons. So, remember, I came to your workplace and then I was like, no, actually, I called you first. And I was like, no, I want to do an interview with you. Do you still remember that?
It's been a while, Wendy. I've interviewed thousands and thousands of young people.
Right.
But one, I do have some memories.
Yeah.
How I met you. It was in a very professional manner.
Yes.
And you were very active. In terms of developing
my career.
Yes. You've been there. You've been there for young people. So I actually remember everything.
And remember, I did an article on you. I was still doing my second year by then, and it had errors. You still remember? I don't know if you remember. So guys, I was still studying, right? So
the thing is, I'm a very positive person. I don't remember countless mistakes. So I remember with the good things. I won't remember the article. But was it on TEF?
Kiaka magazine. So a shout out to Moses Morero. I mean, that's where it all started. And Peter Mashishi, I know they handled the whole thing because I was just like, and you're actually like very welcoming and stuff. I mean, your schedule was all hectic, but you're like, no, come through. Let's come and do the interview. And thank you for that.
Thank you.
I mean, I still have the article.
Is it?
Yeah, in my
Can
file.
I see?
No, I don't have it here, but I'll send you a picture.
Please.
I still have. How have you been?
Life is exciting. Life is a mystery, and the exciting part about it is that you don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 minutes.
That is true.
Yeah, so
that
you just
true.
enjoy it and just love it,
I mean, we can give a good example with COVID. Who thought this year would be like this?
you know, and people had plans. People were planning their weddings, people were planning to go overseas somewhere. But we can plan, but God decides.
That is actually true. So, who is Kwenisto before Thobela FM?
Kwenisto, young man from Malaysia, grew up there, studied there. Young man with dreams, ambitious, and philanthropist at heart. Community builder. A man who has got the interest of young people at heart. I'm very obsessed with success. I want to see young people prosper, especially when I see talent that it is not given the recognition that it needs. That's where my heart is. Young people. I don't know, now that I'm going to be turning out of the youth group. You know, I don't know if I will be able to carry the baton, but you know.
But it doesn't even go with age. I mean, for as long as you're still active, you can still do that.
So that's Kwenisto, basically.
How long were you at Thobela FM?
I think 8 years or so, of good years, 2011, 2018,
Kwenisto, I know a story about you, about how you actually got enrolled at TEF. Do you want to take us through that?
It's one of the most emotional stories that I actually share with young people, especially when they want to give up. As I share my journey with them, it was one of those, moments whereby you know when you dream and you believe that you can be that person, you can be that. So me going to TEF, I went to TEF with 50 rand. And you use 50 rand for taxi from Muleti to town, from town to TEF. You need to buy food, you need to have copies, you need even to pay for the application form. The application form is over 100 and something. And
I think it was 160 at the time.
Exactly. And you need to do all this and still need to go back home. At that particular time.
And another 50 rand.
I have 50 rand. So, you know, everything that happened that day was just God, because I remember when I went to gate 2 to take the pictures, I requested the guy, he said, my picture is 25 rand. By that time, I'm left with 16 or 14 rand.
Oh, no.
And at that particular time, I was like, do I go back home? Do I give up? What do I do? Do I go around asking? And then I asked that guy, say, let me get you people. And then you actually got a job there, you know?
Kwenisto, come on!
That's how I got to get my pictures. And they took me the pictures. They gave me the pictures. I ran to to the queue.
Yeah.
When I got there was a very long queue at the admin. And when I got there, I just gave them the form, thinking that they will think, they will understand to say, this guy does not have money.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like they want money. And then they just say, the queue is too long. There's no time to explain, to say.
That's actually true, yeah. Immediately when you don't provide the money and
the
stuff,
money or the
like,
staff
yes.
Or the slip.
Or the slip, the receipt,
The receipt. Then they, next, that's how they did to me. Then I was just like, somewhere in there.
And you were all alone.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And lucky enough, the woman who came after me, when she tried to submit the forms, they said, no, your child does not qualify. She got bachelor, but it's not the bachelor that can get her to varsity.
Yes.
So she saw what happened, and she said, instead of paying for, let me pay with the money.
Oh my goodness.
That's the man that was supposed to pay for somebody paid for me.
No, the story still gives me goosebumps to this day. And actually, my little brother said I should ask you this.
Okay.
Right? By the way, my family loves it.
Oh, I'm grateful.
My little brother was like, please ask Kwenisto, because I remember you once said on Thobela FM that you're actually looking for this woman. Have you ever got to find the woman?
I've never found him.
Yeah.
I haven't found him. I mean, her. I think at some particular point I thought that I'm going to find a woman, but I've never succeeded in finding her.
No. But blessed is the hand that gives, as they say in the Bible. And then you were also on, what is that show on SABC One?
One Day Leader. Future Leaders.
Future Leaders. Yeah. How was the experience there?
Enormous. It was exciting. First time on TV for 2 seasons, and it was exciting because you get to understand even what you guys do now, picking up the cameras, the shutaway car, the cutaways. You get to understand those kind of terms, and you understand something that you see on TV. It didn't just come like that. It's actually a 3-minute thing, can take you 1 hour.
Or even more, the retakes to Anna.
The retakes. So, and sometimes you need to be on time, you need to be discipline, you need to be in order and everything. And then I had to share the same room with high profile people when I was on that show. Ace Magashule, Bonkingosi, like great people in the even in the parliament and in the entertainment industry. So it was actually opening kind of a situation for me.
And then you have been on radio, so was it a bit difficult being on radio when you went to do that show?
Radio is in me, so there it was difficult. And I understood why I love radio more than TV. So with radio it came natural. There is a script that you need to follow every time, and I'm not that kind of a person. I need to even when I asked you for the questions for this interview. I was like, what are you doing? Because you won't even enjoy. And then
you were just saying, you know what, I didn't have time to look at your questions. So
I don't like actually prepared questions. I love things when they happen at that particular time. So it was way too different from what we do on radio. Remember, on radio they just tell you, this is a script. Today we'll be talking about human trafficking. You need to expand your knowledge. You need to think, beyond the box, out of the box. You do the research, but you give it your own energy and your own way of thinking. That's exciting.
How did your radio career start?
I always wanted to go on radio. When I was at home, the only medium that we had was radio. My dad loved radio so much, so I fell in love with radio. Every day in the morning, I knew the shows, the voices of the people on radio. I even had an opportunity to be able to, impersonate them, and I said, I want to be on this.
Who was your favorite at the time?
I think Augustine Shotola.
Oh, Augustine Shotola, I know him.
I think Augustine was actually one of the greatest presenters at that time. And I started listening to radio at the Neo Joe time shows that particular time. So I had to worry. When I went to varsity, it was an obvious choice for me to say, I'm going to TAF, I'm going to do media and communication.
Yes.
And on the 20th of August, 2007, that's when I got my first gig on radio TAF. So I was a news reporter, field reporter. You can imagine. So we were reporting, and I've been knocking on radio TAF. I've been going there. I remember the progress manager was still Mr. Vincent Rumula.
Oh,
yeah.
I know him, yeah.
I went there and knocking, and he was like, "No, you're not good." No, he was like, "No, you're not good. No, you're not." And at some point, I nearly believed him to say, "I'm not good when coming to radio." So I nearly said, "No, man, I think I'm forcing things. This is not for me."
Let me just wait a bit.
But when I heard that there were auditions, I went as well.
Yeah.
They took me. They gave me an opportunity.
Yeah.
I remember the late Mothata gave me the opportunity to work with him on the current affairs show.
Yes.
Then from there, at the other time, the presenter was not there for the 3 to 6 in the morning.
Okay.
I took the show. They were impressed and they said, "No, you stick there."
Yeah.
And that show became the best show. Remember, it was a graveyard show. I mean, graveyard.
We know what happened after that.
So imagine your show having many listeners, but it's in the graveyard, the time where people are sleeping.
That's very rare, yeah.
It's very rare. And maybe it's because the person that I was actually following in radio was also excelling in a graveyard slot, which is Augustine. Augustine was doing 3 to 6.
Was he at FM?
Thobela FM.
Thobela FM, oh.
He was doing Pakamasem at that time, before it became Narediyama.
Yeah.
He was excelling. His show was the biggest show.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm going to emulate him.
Yeah. I guess also when you start at the back of your mind, it was not an issue of people are sleeping.
No.
Yes.
People had to wake up.
Yeah. Oh,
people were sleeping when I came. But because I was there, people had to wake up. So no, now we're going to wake up. People had to wake up at that time. I remember young people would come at the radio channel in the wee hours just to watch me doing the show. I was like, what kind of favor is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you always had that favor around you all the time. So then how did you get to Thobela FM after the
Thobela FM? And then when I moved from Radio TF, after I graduated, I had to look for a job. For a job.
For a job, yes.
I left Radio TF on the 14th of February 2011.
Okay.
2 months being off air.
Yeah.
I was working as a cashier. At game store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Next.
Plastic.
Yeah.
You know? I did that.
Yeah, those back.
I did that. You know.
Yeah.
And beginning of March, fiscal year SABC.
Yeah.
They had to Urbanchedi post it, and I applied as well. They called me for auditions. I went there. And and the competition was too tight because there were people from TV there. We were looking for the same slot.
Yeah.
Your people from TV, presenters from TV.
Yeah, they were like, we are here.
Your Kwenistos Contract was there.
Experience,
your Kwenistos Contract was there. The station managers of other community organizations were there.
So a whole station manager.
Yeah, they were applying. They wanted the cake.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Yeah.
In that particular fashion. And when I got a call that, hey, you need to come and sign the contract.
Oh,
what?
What are you saying?
What kind of a favor is this?
Yeah.
But that was not my first audition at Thobela FM.
Yeah.
I had several auditions which I failed. I think 2 or 3 times.
God was just saying it's not yet time.
It's not yet time.
Yes.
I remember when they were the people for 2010 FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
They also called me for that, but my knowledge of sport was not that.
Okay.
Because I was only focusing on soccer. They wanted golf, rugby, marathon. I didn't understand those kind of things.
Yeah. I still remember. I actually got to know you through my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom is a lover of the station. Yeah. So my mom was like, there's this new kid on the block. Obviously, she didn't use the exact words. So, and my mom loved the song. I can it will be like Kwenisto, Malo almost Kwenisto, something of that nature.
It was done by Mukapin.
Oh, okay. Then my mom was like, yo, there's this guy. And after Zubahuru and all that, she was just so excited and happy. Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
I want us to talk about the petition. I mean, what is it all about?
The petition came to me as in a very humble manner because it shows how much I've contributed to the society, to the young people, to the lives of young people. And to me, it's just a humbling situation to say young people see me in that particular fashion. So they gather themselves They said they want the minister back. Then they started the petition. I didn't want to be involved. That's why from the day one I was not even talking about it on social media.
You were not, because you were not at all.
I didn't, because
yes, it was just circulating amongst us.
Exactly. Yeah. Even now, I haven't encouraged people to sign.
Yeah.
They're doing it out of their will.
Yes,
because I don't want to be seen as somebody who's pushing an agenda to go back to SABC, as if where I am, I'm not happy. Of course, SABC is a big platform, but life doesn't stop at SABC. There are other opportunities. I always tell young people that don't go on radio just to be on SABC.
No,
be on radio because it's your passion and you love it, and you can conquer any other platform given to you. You can actually make your platform bigger as SABC's platform. So when young people started the petition, I was so humbled, truly speaking. And it said to me, I've actually touched people's lives in such a very different manner. So when they told me about it, I was like, okay, young people, go on, do it. Let's see where it gets us.
So I want us to actually go deep into this issue. Were you fired or your contract ended when it comes to Thobela FM?
You know, it's a very complicating question, you know, and it might give you a very complicated answer.
Okay.
When you are accused of something that you know nothing about, and because of the pressure of the people, of the public, and they remove you from air, and after that they wait until your contract ends. Then they say your contract is not going to be renewed. Would you consider it as a contract ended, or as something that you are fired? You know, remember, I don't know. I won't say I was fired, but it qualifies as being fired. Because if you remove me on air and you wait for 3 months until my contract ends, what is that? You can say it's firing, but you also have a letter to say your contract is not renewed. They were just technical. They were just playing advocate, whatever. Trying
to be on the legal side of the law.
Exactly. And even today, I don't know what is my sin.
I want you basically to take us back. When was it? Was it in 2018, 31st of December? I want us to take us through that day. What really happened? Or how does it work? I know you always do those kind of shows. I mean, in all honesty, those shows, we were always doing them prior to that event. It was not your first time doing that. You always do those, what do we call them? NDA shows or whatever that you call them.
Crossover shows.
The crossover shows. So what really took place on that night?
I've like you say, I've done that show with my 8 years with SABC. The only time I didn't do those shows was 2 years. All these other 6 years.
You have been there,
I've been chosen to do that show every year. So the other show, they decided not to do that show, to have that show. On that particular, this is how it works. People don't understand. And maybe they will understand now. There are 2 songs here we're talking about. There is a song of the year for the station. There is a SABC Summer Song of the Year. There are 2 songs here.
Please repeat that again. There's a what?
A Song of the Year for the station.
For the station, yes. And
then there is an SABC Summer Song of the Year. It's a competition.
Between all the SABC.
Which is being run by an outsider.
I think I've heard.
It's a contract. The person says, I want to run this thing with SABC.
All right.
You give me the platform, I'll pay the prices for all the winners.
All right.
Then, this person has got nothing to do with the song that is going to play at 12 o'clock. He's not involved there. Let's start there. So with the station itself, the station must come up with their own song.
Kwenisto, before you go forward, is this the reason why we don't have the same song at 12 o'clock from all other radio stations? Now I understand.
This is how it works. At 12 o'clock, every station, they must play the song which they think is the best. All across.
Yeah.
And who votes
according to the votes,
and then who decide on this show,
on the Song of the Year.
The presenters of that particular show, they come together.
Yes.
The programs manager.
Okay.
There is a music committee.
Yes.
Then we sit down like this on the 15th or maybe the 10th of December.
Yes.
We say,
prior
guys,
to 31st.
Say, guys, throughout the year, there's this song. This is our top 10. So from this, let's vote for the song that can be played at 12.
So you'll have a list of songs where you can be like, we have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Then people can, okay?
People, they don't vote for the station song.
Oh no, I
the
didn't know
station
that.
song has got nothing to do with votes.
Oh.
The song that we play at 12 o'clock
Yeah.
is not your. People must not think it's their man that decide which song to play.
Okay, you see, I'm like them. I didn't know at all.
You see, and this is how it happens. 12 o'clock.
Yes.
As we decide, the committee, the stakeholders of that, we decided that the song that we're going to play at 12 is Manada.
Okay.
It was given, it was obvious.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Then there is a SABC summer song. They decide which songs to be top 10 per station.
Yes.
Then you vote. That one is for voting.
Yes.
And when does that song play? It plays after the station song of the year. It doesn't play
so
at 12
it should
o'clock.
be Manada, then whatever song that comes the second.
The votes.
Yeah, according to the votes.
According to the votes.
Okay.
At 12 o'clock is the song
of the year for that station. Okay.
You are done. Now, at 5 past, all stations across SABC,
yes,
they must play SABC summer song of the year.
Okay.
In this particular, it is decided by the votes.
Yes.
I'm not even there.
That one you don't even know it.
I'm not even part of that. I don't even know how they run it, how the system. The barking, this thing, auditing. I don't know how it is run.
Yeah.
So we knew the song to play at 12 o'clock was Malwebe.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock when I got to the station manager called to say the song has changed.
Sure.
And we didn't take it serious because, it's a decision that was taken by, and you are being called by the station manager.
Yeah.
At 12 o'clock, we did as we were told. She called twice to even confirm it, to say this is the song that you're going to play at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because it has won in the SABC Summer Song of the Year.
Yeah.
Which was the mistake that she made, because the song that we chose was not supposed to be complicated with SABC Summer Song of the Year.
Yeah.
So we played that song and hell broke loose.
Shucks. It was chaos.
Chaos
It
everywhere.
was, you were co-hosting with DJ Bueli, right?
No.
Uh-huh.
It was me, Thabo, and Hopo to KB.
Okay,
with 3.
Yeah.
Boyd was not even in the piece.
Yeah.
I don't know why that.
So because
him.
yes, he was all over the news.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At some particular point, I don't understand how they allowed DJ Boyle to walk away with, because the guy has been a very committed young man. He has been winning awards.
Yeah.
And he was not even involved. He was not even there. His scene was to say, you can't disappoint DJ Boyle and win.
Yeah.
And he didn't even mention names. Why? You know?
So I get that. So then the song of the year happened. Then the next day, Thobela FM was trending. It was crazy. Yeah. So
then people decided to say, no, Nagifewa Master KG. Why they said that? It was very crazy. Because, at that particular time, Master KG, I loved the guy.
Yeah.
Because we had a very close relationship, of course. And on social media, I would encourage people to vote for him. But not only him.
Yeah.
Even Kim Manada.
Yeah. No, I've seen the posters actually on the IG for both of them.
You can search now. Just say Kwenisto Makgakga, vote for Kim Manada. The status is still even there, today. To this day.
Yeah.
I wrote Master KG. Vote for Master KG.
Yeah.
I stopped. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I said, vote for Kim Manada. But people decided to go on Facebook and mention where I'm talking about Master KG.
Yeah.
But I'm still asking the level of thinking from the management to say, why did they believe such stupid things?
Yeah.
Why did they believe such stupid things? I mean, the evidence is there.
Yeah, for both the tweets.
And again, they know I'm not involved in the voting system.
Yeah.
They know how these things are done. they know I will, even if I want to rob, let me say I want to.
Yeah, you need to have certain powers to be able to. It's crazy. You need to have certain powers. I'm telling you, for that sum of their thing.
I mean, I need to manipulate the CEO.
You also need
SABC.
to go to Joburg for you to do that.
To say, guys, I'm Kwenisto. This one can be.
Yeah.
I don't have such powers. I don't have. So I'm still asking myself. And people might say I'm being arrogant and disrespectful, but it doesn't matter. It fucked up my life.
Yeah, no.
In a way, and doesn't matter to me anymore.
So at the time, were you friends with King Manada, or you guys were not just friends at all?
I've never been his friends.
Okay.
I was just a fan from far who admired his job, and maybe because I had an event, a personal event that I did, and we could not agree on him coming to my show
to perform.
Okay. And when he doesn't win, and then because I was on air, and people were like, because he didn't come to your show, you didn't want him to win because you were angry. Why would I be angry? Because it's all about business. If I know you, Wendy, and you are doing something, I need to respect your craft. If you are saying you want 60,000 and I don't have it,
no, if you don't have it, you don't.
It's fine. I don't have it. One day I will have it and I will book you.
If you still want that, yes.
So I've never been his friend. We have never been friends. I don't even know his home.
Yeah.
I was just a fan who was advocating for his music, to say, people, there's a new guy here. Listen
and
to
a new
his
guy
music.
From Limpopo to start with, yes.
And the man who came with his car Boram Rig, which was a trend.
It was, yes.
So I was like, guys,
here's this guy.
Yeah.
Check him out.
I was just a fan from far.
Yeah.
We have never been close.
Yeah. So how was your last day on air?
I didn't know it was my last day.
Okay.
Remember, I was not even given a chance to say goodbye.
You were not?
No. Remember, my last show on Thobela was on the 2nd of January 2019.
Yeah, 2019, yes.
I came on the 1st, I did my show. I came on the 2nd, I did my show.
No one said anything.
On the 3rd, I came, and then they called me in the morning to give me a suspension letter.
Sure.
That was my last show.
So you never got the chance to say goodbye?
Never.
Yeah. Okay, so how is the relationship now between you and the manager at the time? I think she has resigned.
I've never spoken to her.
Okay.
And she's not a bad person.
Yeah.
She had her own things to deal with, and I think at that particular time she was also confused because she was in a mud, and I don't blame her. But I think she could have done much better.
Yeah.
She could have protected us. She could have fought for us. She could have done something. She's not a bad person. In fact, there were mistakes which I did when she was still there, which I think if she wanted to fire me, she could have fired me.
She could have done it at the time. Yeah.
I don't think she had a bad intention about me.
Yeah.
She was just under pressure as a manager of the big radio station like Thobela.
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming her even today. She did what she had to do to protect herself. And I think the advice that she got was actually not the best advices. But I don't think I will pass her when I meet her.
Okay.
I've never seen her since then.
Yeah.
So we never spoke. And I'm not holding any. I just wanted people to know what happened.
Yes.
And I think that was the best thing to do. Yeah.
Do you think with what has happened, do you think there are specific people from the radio station itself who you feel like they owe you some sort of, apology?
No. We are all the employees of SABC. Everybody must be responsible for his own actions.
Yeah.
They don't owe me anything. Nobody. Even though I think maybe because you have senior guys who have been there for over 25 years and everything.
Yeah.
Who could have called me to say, "Hey, now we see what's going on. Don't worry." As brothers, as older people that we work with. When we're in a company, you have people who have been there who are.
Yes, you develop some sort of family like.
Yeah, to say, "Wait, now we understand you guys are young people." But don't worry. But I expected I won't say sympathy, but just a comforting, waiting to say, But if they didn't call me, they don't owe me anything.
No, that's
I
true,
had I made my bed, I had to lie on it. Yeah.
Do you have people now who still sees you as what they have read on social media or whatever that everyone perceive from the social media with what has
they
happened?
still do.
Yeah.
People, like you didn't understand the song of the year, how it works.
Didn't, yeah.
They don't understand as well. Do you blame them? No. It's the till to this day I understand because this process was never explained to listeners till to this day.
You're right.
So do you blame such a person? No. Whose responsibility is the station's responsibility to educate people to say that's 1, 2, 3. And if people are saying Kwenisto did this, and as a station you also act upon that, what are you saying to the people?
Yes, you are saying
he actually
right.
did it.
He did it. Yeah. So would you have you done what they say you did? Have you chosen? This question has to come. Did you intentionally choose the skeleton move? What's the other one? Malwede, instead of Malwede.
I have to be a devil to do that. I'm a sweetheart. I can't do that to any kind, any kid, to any person, even to my worst enemy. I will never do that to any person. I don't have the powers. I've already explained the process, so I'll never do that, and I will never accept that. Even if they were to say they're giving me 100 million, I'll never agree and accept what I've done. I didn't do it.
I mean, you go to church.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of damage did the whole thing?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. My reputation, my brand, even coming to where I'm working now.
Yes.
I mean, the panel had to fight among themselves to say, you can't take this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's got scandal.
Yes.
And you guys.
And that's the thing about being in the media space. It's all over the internet.
And it really did a very big damage. I lost a lot. I lost friends. I lost the loved ones. I lost family members. I lost sponsors. I lost gigs. I lost money in the process. But most worst thing is that I lost my brand. My brand was affected a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So, but God knows why it happened.
Yeah. And then how did you deal with social media hate at the time? Obviously, it was crazy. That was like for 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
No, I didn't care.
Yeah.
You must always expect these things, especially if you're in media.
Yes.
Even if you're not in media, you must expect the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, one day you can wake up with your pictures naked everywhere or your sex tape everywhere.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you need to be strong. Even if you're not in the media industry, that will affect you. It will kill you. But you need to understand that people have got their own opinions.
Yeah.
And I've learned not to explain myself to people because what's one? People already have got a perception about you. There are some people who don't know you. They see you as Wendy from far. And they might see a gold digger from far. Already, let me try to explain when I'm working for my own money. They've already judged you.
No, that's true.
What? The car she's driving. They believe that, and they do that in order for them to
feel better.
Yeah. They sleep peacefully at night.
Yeah.
So you can't deny people to sleep peacefully at night.
No,
if you are the reason, let them be happy.
No,
let them
that's
use
true.
you.
Yeah.
So if pleasure question more. If Lina Lakali don't be able to tafle. Oh, you love one to customer like that.
I agree with that.
No, Lina Lakali no one like that.
How if love to do something?
Should be and
I like that.
And in life, it is like this. Whether you do good, people will talk. Whether you do bad, people will talk.
Rihanna says that better. That is actually true. Yeah,
so, but what's like it, Lala? And another thing, the The reason why people talk about you.
You know, people are going to hate you for this interview. You know why?
It's fine. So, but some people talk about you.
Yeah.
Because if they talk about themselves, nobody will listen. If they start talking about themselves, nobody will pay attention. But they know if they can say Wendy,
then you're like, okay, we are here. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Come on now. Yeah.
That is actually true. So you mentioned a very important point just a minute ago, saying that the whole thing has affected your family. I know specifically you have been open about how it has affected your mom. How is she now?
My mom is a happy woman. She's fine. She's okay. She's still a fan of Manada. We still play his music at home when I'm at home.
Yeah.
When we are happy as a family, we play his music. I still play his music. I have his music in my phone. I still see him as one of the greatest talented young men from Limpopo. And she's fine.
Yeah.
She has moved on from everything. She endured that.
Was she crucified for what she doesn't know?
She's been called a witch for something that she doesn't know.
Something she probably doesn't even know how social media works.
She doesn't have a Facebook.
You see?
But because her son is on social media, she was crucified for that.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell people, that when you have got a famous person come around, whatever you do, you're dragging the whole family.
That's true.
Yeah, because remember, you just the two of you when you're doing the sex tape. Yeah. But the sex tape will affect your kids at school.
It affects everyone.
Everybody.
Yes.
So whatever you do, you must understand what it will always come back to warn even the people around you.
Yes. So have you accepted what has happened?
I did, but I feel like SABC, they still owe me a verdict about the whole thing. They still need to tell the public what actually happened. They still have the responsibility to say, with this statement, this man, we didn't find him guilty.
Yes.
There's nothing we have found. We have investigated him. There's nothing we have found. Or they must come back to say, this is what we have found.
Something that we have found. Yeah.
If I took bribe, they must say it.
Yes.
If I took money, they must say it. You know, they can't just let it die like that. It will never die. It's a big scandal. So if they keep quiet, it's me who's gonna be paying every day.
Yeah. And then how did you pick yourself up? I mean, obviously I can imagine waking up the next day and this is what's going on, but how did you at the end, you were like, you know what, I'm doing this, it has happened, we need to...
Yeah, first of all, I was never down. I've never allowed myself to go down.
Okay, all right.
So I won't say I picked myself up. I was never down.
Okay.
I was just there.
Yeah.
And I floated. And even when it was suffocating and everything, I just had to push and go on and move on and be strong and make sure that mentally I am strong. And at that particular time, there were people who believed. You know, sometimes you don't need many people to believe in you.
Yeah.
You need that one person to say, don't worry, cousin. Don't worry, my friend.
Yes.
Let's go on. You need that one person.
Yeah.
Because I think even the peace that I had at that particular time was the peace because of the people who were supporting and the peace from God as well.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand how peaceful I was at that particular time.
So now, given an opportunity to go back to SABC or Thobela FM to be specific, would you take that opportunity?
It won't be an easy decision to make to go back. If I were to go back, it won't come easy. I won't just say be excited and say I'm going back. I'll have to look where I am. Where I am, I'm very happy. The salary is good. They've given me the car. I've gotten access to a lot of things which the benefits are not as I was at SABC.
Yes.
I'm a manager now of a big brand. Unisa is a big brand. It's among SABC brands. Yeah. Even though it is not a media brand, but the platform is still the same. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning the new things to manage people, to administrate a lot of young, talented people. Yes. And it comes with a lot of experience, which if I was there, my CV would not be as bright as it is today. So I will have to think deeper around that. But like I said, I will do it for 3 reasons. For my mom, for the fans, and for the fact that I didn't say goodbye.
What you're doing now, is it related to what you studied?
Yes.
So what is the importance now for people to study?
Very important.
Yeah.
Very important because when you are educated,
yes,
when you have studied, it gives you a broader chances. But when you are just talented, it gives you that narrow road to say you can only do this. And if this
doesn't
is doomed,
work out, yes,
you're done.
You're done, yeah.
So it's more like luck. Luck is, there is nothing called just wake up and be lucky.
Yeah.
Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. That's how we define luck.
Yeah.
If you're not prepared, like for example, let me say, they say people buy grade 12 tomorrow, going to go for 10 million.
Yeah.
Do you call that luck? It's not luck. They prepared. They went to school.
Yeah.
If you don't have grade 12,
yes, then you won't get the 10 million. Yeah.
It's not lucky. People were prepared, just that they didn't know what they were preparing themselves to. If they can say tomorrow we are hiring people about grade 10.
Sure. When if it's a lot like a grade 9 or 8,
you're doomed.
Yeah.
So it's more like when you're educated, it gives you more opportunity to do other things.
Yeah.
Like now, I can do PR. I can do public relations.
Yeah.
I can manage a radio station. I can look into ethics. I can work at MDDA. The chances are so broad. But if you were just on air and then the production to be on air is not there, what happens to you?
Sure. Yeah, I get that. What keeps you going? What is that phrase that keeps you going on your day to day?
I'm a very stubborn guy. I'm very arrogant in a very good way.
All right.
And I believe that when God created me, was creating a masterpiece. That's how I look at myself every day in the mirror and I say, no, Kwenisto, you can't do this.
Yeah.
If Mama can achieve this, you can also do it. So with me, what keeps me going every day is the fact that I know that God is not done with me.
Oh yeah.
God is not done with me. And I understand why I am on earth, because there is a difference between living and breathing.
Yeah.
I'm not breathing, I am living. When there is a reason why when a child is born, the hands are like this.
Yeah.
There's a sign to say you have came on earth to something.
Yeah.
And you must unleash it to the public. And again, the process of being conceived in your mom's womb.
Yes.
A man and a woman, they meet. When they meet, a man releases sperm cells. Millions. The biology says millions of sperm cells are released from a man to an egg. But only one sperm cell will make it to the egg.
Yeah.
So it means from day one I've been number one.
Sure.
From day one I've outran millions of people who could have been conceived by my mom, came on earth. But God said, in this marathon, I want you there. And the purpose why God has brought me on earth, there's so much to achieve. And it is not going to be easy. If it was easy, we wouldn't have your Rihanna, your Sello Makgakga, those greatest people, your Nelson Mandela. They had to be there, but there was a price to pay.
Yeah.
There is a price to pay. You can't just wake up and be there.
No.
It's a process. It's a road. Like Joseph God trusted him with the journey to say, if I can give Wendy this, Wendy can achieve it. But if I can give it to Kwenisto might not do the way. Kwenisto might kill himself.
Hence you said we all came like this. So God knows, okay, he will handle this.
Exactly.
He won't handle this. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter because every day, one guy once went to a seminar and then he had 200 rand in his hand. And he said, what do I have here? They said there were 200 people in the seminar attending. And then they said, you have 200 rand.
Yes.
I should bunch.
Yeah.
Didn't look. It was from the machine, remember?
Yeah.
It had the starch.
Yes.
Now we should
Yeah.
Who wants this? Everybody wanted it.
Yeah.
I let her pass. I come out twice. Who wants this? Everybody
Yeah.
This is what I want to teach you. Doesn't matter what life did to you. Doesn't not matter how many people stumbled you, insulted you, made you dirty. Your value doesn't change.
Yeah.
As long as you are still interacted, your value is still the same. That 200 rand from the machine and the 200 rand which was stabbed by people, it still has the same value. Your value doesn't change because today people don't like you.
Yeah.
No. Your value doesn't change because mama doesn't love you, doesn't like you.
Yeah.
And people must understand that what is yours will always be yours.
Thank you.
When Joseph took his 2 sons to his father for them to be blessed, he took the one that he favored into the right hand and the one that doesn't favor to the left.
Yeah.
So that his father could lay hands on them. And then the one on the right, we know, or in biblically, the one on the right is the one who gets the more favor of God because he was blessed with the right hand. But what happened, Joseph, when he was trying to sweep them, he was trying to sabotage the other one.
Yeah.
But what happened with the young man? I mean, with the old man.
Yes.
The old man didn't bless them like this. He did this.
Look at God.
This is a sign. It's a cross. Jesus died for me 2,000 years back for my life not to be sabotaged. Nobody can sabotage what God has ordained. Never.
That's true. I agree with that. What can you say to your supporters out there? I mean, people still love you. I'm still one of those people who are like, Kwenisto this, Kwenisto that.
Let's allow God to work. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
God is doing something big.
Yes.
Something big is coming. We might be looking this way.
Yeah.
He might come back from behind or from the other side.
Yes.
I've learned not to limit God.
Oh.
I will never limit God. When you limit God, you will always receive what you are limiting God to.
Yeah.
You know, that man who stood at the entrance of a temple begging from people, when he saw Peter, he was expecting the same coins, the same 10 rands that he was getting for the past 20 years at that gate. But at that day, they had something bigger than what he was expecting. When he saw them, he saw like, this is like maybe 200 rand. Then they said, we don't have money, but we're giving you more than what you are expecting. Get up and walk.
Yeah.
He never thought he would walk.
Yeah.
He thought he would be a beggar for the whole of his life. But they said, we're giving you something greater. So when you expect God to do greater things in your life, God will always do great things in your life. Don't limit you. So to my fans, to my friends, to my supporters, let's allow God to work. Eventually, both of us will benefit. How? I don't know.
Yeah.
But something big is happening. They must just wait.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, you had it. This is the end of our interview. Anything that you'd like to add before we close off?
I think that's all I wanted to say to young people, and let's push. Remember, God gave the same horse and the tortoise the same days to reach the Noah's Ark. It's not about who gets there first. It's about, at the end of the day, you're gonna be there. Doesn't matter today, tomorrow. They can get there before you. They can drive Mercedes-Benz before you. They can be more famous before you. But that does not mean because when your blessing came on Friday and theirs came on Monday, doesn't make your blessing any less of a blessing. Blessing is a blessing. The very same roots are not the same. Let's not copy others. Enjoy your journey, enjoy your path, and fight your own battles.
And
God will eventually.
your own pace and all that.
Amen.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best with everything that you're busy with.
Thank you very much.
And I know soon we're gonna hear from you. Anyway, Kwenisto, when you do your things and you decide to go back and you do. When I'm asking for the interview again, I have a problem.
No, don't worry.
I know, but you've never done that to me.
I've never said no to you.
Yeah, no, you've never done
never.
that. Okay. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please make sure that you subscribe and bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.